Hi, everyone. This is Mike from Choosing Love Today, and welcome back to Enduring Faith. Have you ever wanted to have a conversation with someone, but were at a loss with what words to say? Well, there's a part of Romans chapter 8 that has stopped me in my tracks the first time I can remember reading it. Paul says, "We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us with groanings too deep for words." I don't know about you, but I've had plenty of moments in my life where I just didn't know what to pray. Not because I didn't believe, but because I just didn't have the words. Life has a way of knocking the wind out of you sometimes. You get hit with something unexpected. You carry a burden that just feels too heavy. You face a situation that doesn't seem to have a clear answer. And in those moments, prayer just doesn't always come out clean and polished. Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's nothing more than just sitting in the presence of God with a heart that's just too tired to speak. And Paul says that's okay because the Spirit steps in. Think about that. The God who created the universe doesn't wait for you to come up with the perfect prayer. He doesn't need you to sound spiritual. He doesn't need you to try to impress him. He doesn't need you to pretend. He meets you right where you are, even when all you can offer him is just silence. There have been seasons in my life where I didn't know what to ask God for. I didn't know what the so-called right prayer was. I didn't know what outcome to hope for. I just knew. I just knew I needed him. And according to Paul, that's enough because the Spirit knows your heart better than you do. He knows what you're carrying. He knows what you fear. He knows what you long for. And he takes all of that, the confusion, the pain, the hope, the uncertainty, and he brings it before the Father in a way that you never could. That means you're never praying alone. Even when you don't feel strong, even when you don't feel spiritual, even when you don't feel like you have the words. And maybe that's where you are today. Maybe you're facing something just that doesn't have a neat solution. Maybe you're carrying something you haven't told anyone. Maybe you're trying to pray, but the words just won't come. If that's you, hear this. Your silence is not a failure. Your confusion is not a weakness. Your lack of words is not a barrier. The Spirit is praying for you right now, right where you are. And that's just another way we keep choosing love today.